Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We're gonna be your Huckleberry today with Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat and meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of folks from all over the world hanging out. They'd love to meet you, too.
They would. And speaking of the Whiff Pack, our friend Shave Trooper sent us some stickers.
Yo, he's got a new YouTube channel going on. He does his videos right after ours on Saturdays, and these are his stickers. He just got back from Disneyland where he was hoping to sneak some footage in Galaxy's Edge. Stay tuned for that. And what is our soap today?
Our soap today is Dapper Duck. We have waited a while for this one, my friends. We did stay up late last night to watch Tombstone and meet Doc Holliday himself.
Well, then let's meet the soap. All right, y'all, from the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Doc Holliday was many things, but one thing he was not was a slob. Holliday had rather refined taste for a gunslinger of his time and known to be a rather snappy dresser, sharp in both wit and style. Lilac and fig, a classy scent reminiscent of Victorian times, and something our outlaw hero Doc Holliday might have bought off the back of a stagecoach that just arrived from back east. I envisioned Doc slapping on something similar before a long night of cards or an early Playhouse performance at the Birdcage Theater in Tombstone, Arizona. You may smell like lilac and fig, but you ain't no daisy.
It's funny, I don't think we have had many fig scents, and I've really almost gotten this a few times and waited, and I'm glad I did, because now we have a whole holiday lineup.
We have a few kind of hiding in the background, but none where it might be one of the forward scents.
It was fun watching Tombstone and getting to know Doc Holliday, the character. I can see why he is one of Douglas's favorites. Every scene he was in, I just wanted to get to know more about him. Like, he spoke Latin. He played classical music on the piano, even though the cowboys are like, what is this, man? And then he could play poker for literally more than 24 hours.
And y'all, Douglas Smythe, being a fan of Doc Holliday and Val Kilmer, has released a series of homages in their honor, and this coming Saturday will be our Doc Holliday! But there are 4 of them, so we had to start with this one. Let's take it out of the box. Now, you did not see Tombstone Immaculate. This is one of the mashups that Douglas and Fran created in honor of Val Kilmer, but you did see Dapper Doc. Look at that, oh, and he's awfully dapper. And this is my special foamy paper that keeps the aftershave safe until it gets to you. And let's see if we got the right.
I hope so. Yeah!
There it is, y'all. It is time for our most dapper first impression. All right, you are the giant fan of fig around here, so I want you to have the first impression.
I know, my mouth is already drooling. My grandma has a fig tree, and every time they would come in, I don't know how she could get them perfectly ripened, but I would just want to shove the whole thing in my face.
That's funny. My grandparents had one, too. It sat around the east side of the house, and it sat next to a pomegranate tree. We would sit and eat both of them.
Heck yeah!
Very few Newtons to be had, but the figs were awesome.
And we don't have many with lilac either.
Right. And we were talking to Fran. At first, she was a little surprised that Dapper Duck sold as well as it did because the scent notes are a little bit more on the simple side. But where they come together, mysteries and wonders evolve. So why don't we take this in and see what you get?
I always do love when it is 2 scent notes and the magic in between. You just got to go for the ride. Okay. Hey,
there's a sticker. But if you want to support our show, don't use the app because it doesn't support our affiliate links.
Back to my whip.
Taking it in. Here we go. Are you back in Tombstone? What are you getting?
Oh, wow. There are layers to this.
Yeah?
Yes, okay. I know it's the 2 cent note things, but this is a good long whiff journey.
Nice.
Okay. The magic of the fig is very cool. I wasn't expecting it to hit me as hard as it did. That almost is what I got first. And then the lilac stays with you through the whole whiff. And I just got this fun, like, lavender purple color in mind, which I wasn't expecting because I was kind of in Tombstone land.
Right.
But it's beautiful because the scent just rounds itself out and almost keeps, like, pluming higher somehow as I take my whiff.
Ooh.
Okay, hold on. Okay, at first I wasn't sure how this could be masculine, like more the Dapper Doc side, but I get it now. The more you dive into there, and there's there's nothing in here that is actually Tombstone, the soap scent to me.
Right.
But how the character of Doc Holliday fits into that world, this is almost like representing his character somehow.
Yes.
Like kind of that nice, fancy kind of thing, no matter what he was doing. Even the ivory on all of his guns was somehow fancier. Like, you just notice all those things.
And when you watch that movie, it is totally one of these things is not like the other. Doc Holliday just seems to be in his own place, in his own time.
And this scent fits perfectly to throw next to Tombstone because it is its own scent.
Well, stay tuned for our Doc Holliday when we dock the halls with Tombstone Immaculate, because Douglas and Fran had that idea. That's the first mashup coming.
Okay, I won't get ahead of myself then. I'll save mentally for that.
Right.
Let's be in the moment here, people. You know, I didn't realize that I liked lilac this much until smelling it next to the fig. There's something that's super clean, not barbershop-esque, but how the lighter florals are used in a more masculine way is working super well there. But it's not gourmandy enough that I want to take a bite out of it. The fig to me adds more of that textured base, like almost what a oudie kind of thing would do, at least in here. Just the depth of it, maybe. But it's funny, my brain and my mouth can still have the seeds of the fig somehow.
Yeah, because when you break open a fig on the farm, E-I-E-I-O, it goes, seeds!
So something about like the sandy, rugged earth that's in Tombstone, my brain is mixing with the seeds of the fig. But it's working real well.
My poop could start its own farm.
I can't not take more than like an 8-second whiff. I keep trying to slow it down, but you gotta just go for it. But there's something in this, like I think if you were wearing this, the fig side, the depths of the scent would come out more. On me, I think the lilac side would come out more, which actually works for all the gals in the movie too. I gotta say that this could go on either one. There's a crisp cleanliness here too. So I know it lists only 2 scent notes, but there's something in the middle that adds like. Even there is one scene in the movie where he says, okay, back to it, Barbara. Like, he's getting a shave in the movie. Like, he could easily be throwing this on after. This screams like a light purpley white color. Just that fresh, crisp, clean attire that comes through here. Wow. You don't need to be in the movie to wear this. I will let you know. You could wear this anytime. I do feel like it's sunny outside. Not scorching Arizona level, but it's perfect for us to be opening right now during spring. The lilac in here really sets the tone nicely.
Nice. Is there an Old West cast to it, or is it more of a modern crowd-pleasing scent?
Yeah, I think it's just super diverse. I think if you put yourself in the mindset of Doc Holliday, it fits perfectly. But if I had no idea what was on the label and I took a whiff of this is an everyday scent.
Gotcha. There are some corollaries to be drawn between Douglas Smythe and Doc Holliday, I think. All right, let's take this in, see what I can find. Both super clever.
Like, these scents I would never have put together.
Right.
They fit perfectly.
Right, okay, here we go. Taking it in. Shut up.
Yep. I can see why it's a favorite now.
Y'all, we have some dual scent note soaps. And some of them come together in cool ways and keep their own personalities in cool ways. Y'all, this is the first one that breaks some records. Where these are coming together is this burst of a new personality where the lilac and the fig are almost gone in what they're creating together. My nose on that first whiff didn't even get lilac or fig. It got this whole new world of things swirling around in the middle. And it does whisk me off to an Old West town. Chocolate, peanut butter, taste very different. You put them together, Halloween. So there is something about this that absolutely describes what we watched last night, and that character in the middle of an Old West town that just doesn't belong there. The dirt doesn't even seem to stick to his skin. That's this. And y'all, look at my face. Fig and lilac. And yet this soap is neither fruity nor floral. Are you hearing what I'm saying? It's not gourmand. Y'all. And you know what else is funny? This should absolutely be a feminine scent.
Yep.
But it's not at all. It is 100% masculine. This really describes Doc Holliday.
Yeah, if I had to create him from scratch, I don't know what I would use, but these are perfect fits.
The scent of an intellectual in a cow town. Because the intelligence, the cleverness, the talent is going to rise to the top. Oh! Y'all. And it's so smart, it might as well be speaking Latin. Are you kidding me with this? The balance is perfect. It's something creamy on the men and something floral on the ladies upstairs.
It's funny, I still get more of like a daytime thing in mind. I don't know why, but I feel like the sun's up during this.
Yellows, whites, absolutely an afternoon summery scent that's going to somehow keep you cool.
Yeah.
Incredible. Y'all, this is the Matter Antimatter soap. Those lilac and fig come together, and what they make is unrecognizable as either one, but my nose can't get enough. It's almost like seeing a brand new color with your eyes that's not in the rainbow. Whoa.
Like my brain doesn't know how to file the scent because it goes like, is this a floral? Is this a gourmand? No. Is this mask? No. Like it can't put it in a lane.
And it's not an EDP. It doesn't have that kind of complexity. It doesn't have that kind of balance. It doesn't need that kind of balance. This is not something that Creed or Tom Ford would have ever come up with. This is something for us in the shaving soap world. Don't tell the normies.
My brain's almost getting like a grape soda.
Yes!
I don't know where that's coming from.
Half in scent and half in nostalgia at the same time.
Yeah. Almost the grape Smarties, like that dry texture.
And just about the time my brain thinks it has a handle on the floral and it holds it in its hand, it turns to fig. And just about the time I'm pretty sure I've got the fig under control, I grab it, I open my hand, and it's lilac. Y'all.
I almost feel like Doc Holliday had a little of that secret magician side to him. Maybe that's what's happening.
100%. If there wasn't a dove tucked under the lapel of that tuxedo, I will be surprised. And you know, this brings with it a sense of loyalty and friendship.
Yeah.
And comfort within that loyalty and friendship that Doc Holliday's character offered. My favorite line in the movie was, well, I guess I wasn't as sick as I let on. That one insanely brave friend who knows how to walk between the raindrops in the face of danger. I've got one of those.
Aww. I did protect him from a giant spider, let me just say.
Okay, y'all. The other day, she's sitting at the coffee table in front of me working on her nails. She gets a look of terror on her face that I have never seen before. I didn't need to know what she was looking at. I just needed to know I got to get the dog. What ensued after that was 30 minutes of hilarity that I can't even transcribe for you here on the show, of us trying to keep this spider that she found contained and as far away from our apartment as possible. They say it's a wolf spider, but y'all.
It was so big that it was tapping the box to get out.
Well, I said, are you sure it's under there? She goes, yeah, I can feel it moving. What? She was my huckleberry for sure.
I knew not to say there is a spider in the living room or Marcus would have flown out the door.
Although I do have it on good authority that if we do go to a meetup near PAA, Douglas and Fran might put us in a van and take us out to Tombstone. It's happened before. Let's look at the set notes and build a lather. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Here are the set notes for Dapper Doc.
Lilac and fig. That's all you need.
I salute you for resisting the urge to put huckleberry in here. So are you with me in that lilac and fig almost destroy each other in making this incredible balance in the middle? How much of that lilac and fig do you actually get?
It's funny. My brain can't figure out what I'm smelling. When I think I'm smelling a lilac, then I'm like, no, that's the fig side. And it just keeps switching. So it's just its own little magic trick.
And if you have never seen a PAA lather being built on your screen in color, we invite you to see what happens when we put this beautiful CK6 formula into our lather lid. Now, this is the one exception to our lathering process here at the Barbershop Duet, because normally we create a flat plane of the soap with a little heat, a little friction, but with the lather lid, you don't. You actually want to put the soap into the little slats and the little grooves of this pattern. And the cool thing about this lather lid, it fits right on the top of your soaps, not just the PAAs, but the Sterlings and a ton of others. Put it on there, throw it in your carry-on, you are good to go. Update on my friend Kevin at the base camp of Everest. He had to have a root canal done because I think the high altitude had an effect on the dental work, but he's back in business. All right, you just give a little bit of water to that soap that's sitting there among those slats. And then I'm going to grab this most excellent PAA brush. This is my Cyclotrode X. It was a gift from Douglas and Fran, our first Halloween here on the show. And I'm just going to go forwards and backwards and start bringing some of that soap onto those bristles. It's a super soft base. This is easy to do.
Maybe we are in Tombstone. She just saw a fly.
Wow. She's our fly hunter here. She got a mosquito eater the other night. This way you don't have to explain your giant KUN octopus arms shaving bowl to the guy at TSA.
No, it is not a weapon.
Boy, if you were a TSA agent and a wet shaving hobbyist, you could have quite a collection. This is one of those that I get excited at this point in the episode for when the episode's over because it's so good. I'm just excited to have this in the cabinet to use.
Yeah, this will be one that you can't walk by without taking a whiff like, hold on, I need this.
And doesn't that just tell you sometimes from the simpler of scent note combinations come vast territories of miracles and wonders? This is more beautiful and more interesting to me than some of our soaps that have 16 or 18 scent notes.
Yep.
Sometimes it's not about complexity. It's about imagination. Like Doc. Oh. Y'all, when I smell this, there is a very particular part of the daffodil that hits the base of my soul hard. It was my mom's favorite flower. It was always here in California, the first flower to push its way through the ground when spring would get here. Y'all, there is something nostalgic and honeyed sweet and gorgeous from the middle of that daffodil in this scent. It's faint, but it's there. Do you get that?
I do. It does almost throw in the honeysuckle in there. I'm just saying.
That's what makes it smell like Doc walking down the dirt road smelling the flowers. Mm-hmm. There's just something in this that lights your brain up with nostalgia and cleverness. The way Mr. Bubble did when you were 6.
Yep.
This is doing for me now.
I know. My brain really was trying to get, like, is it a grape candy? Like, what's that purple thing that I know, but I don't know?
You're getting a lot of grape in this.
It's not. I think it's just the purple color.
It's somehow? The nostalgia. It's something you had when you were little.
It must be.
This is touching the heart of.
Yeah, maybe somebody I knew had a lilac, plant going around that it's taken me back. I have no idea.
And you know what I think this is for Douglas and Fran? I've waxed poetic the last couple of months about looking for a scent of my best friend's house growing up. Something about his laundry detergent, his cleaning supplies, his mom's hair stuff. Just something about my best friend's house that smelled better than mine. They vacuumed twice as often as we did. This, I think, for Douglas and Fran, is a best friend scent. Somebody that you know is going to protect you, but somebody who's also fun to be around. The more I smell this, the more I want to smell this. Something charming, something smart. I quote Aaron Sorkin, make sure your best friend is smarter than you.
But it is interesting, like, somehow you can say, like, a home isn't a place.
Right.
It's the people you're with. There's something about this scent and having a best friend that you could be traveling the world, and as long as you have that person next to you, you feel home.
Right. This scent will be your huckleberry. And on that note, let's take this a little deeper. Yo, we love watching Ken Serps do his shaving on his channel, but we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, but we do realize you might like to see this beautiful iridescent lather coat a moneymaker. Oh, and see? It's right here that a little of my own body chemistry is going to start to mix with that scent. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know how something this sort of floral can be this masculine, but
I was just
really
going to ask,
is.
are you still sitting with the idea that this is more masculine than feminine?
100%. What do you get?
On me, I feel like it comes off as more feminine, surprisingly.
Well, most things do on you. Let me
but,
see.
not that it wouldn't work. There's just something in it that almost changes and
Right.
morphs the scent to match me a little bit better. So we might be fighting for who's going to shave with this one first.
Right. And it's funny. Sometimes when I smell a scent from 3 years ago, from a very specific time, I will remember what movies I watched that week. Like, the scent brings it all back.
But you know what might help even more is we've got a splash hiding out
I
over
knew
there.
where you were going. All right, y'all, here comes my favorite part of opening a splash from PAA. These are the glass restrictor bottles, and this is the little plastic plug they put on top. And if you get your fingernail under it after you've shaken it and pull up sharply, it makes a fun sound. All right, here we go. Oh, I cannot wait to get this on my face.
This will be one of those ones we're excited to go for our walk so we can indulge.
100%. We were supposed to shoot 3 today. I think I'm just going to go for my walk
do you
now.
want some?
Oh! Y'all? Are you kidding me?
Something got kind of like caramely boozy
Are
in the middle.
you kidding me? If they are the right 2 scent notes, worlds open up when they collide. I was getting caramel popcorn in the middle of coconut oud, and this is even breaking open wider. Boy, when you get the right 2 notes.
I'm almost getting a honeysuckle-ish kind of thing. In the middle?
And then that meets with the fig to create something almost gourmand, and right before your mouth considers it, your nose goes, that's not gourmand, What is that?
It almost wants to be a citrus, but it's not. Like, it's more the blossom of the lilac or something.
It's a best friend scent because you can also smell the adventure.
Yep.
As soon as you start to get bored, if you have the right best friend, they're like, let's go get our bikes and grab some spoons. And you know what? Having smelled this splash, this is a bit unexpected. There have only been 7 so far in 2025. But y'all, the right 2 notes put together in exactly the most perfect intensity with exactly the right subject that they are homaging is the fast track to the Barbershop Duet 2025 Masterpiece Collection, you all. This is our newest member, and it is absolutely deserving.
Yep.
Do you concur?
Oh, I concur for
Y'all,
sure.
something about those 2 notes. It's not about complexity. It's not even about balance. It's about talent and knowing how these are meant to go together.
It's funny. I was going to offer up the cleverness scale and just be like, this is kind of off the charts, but
broke
there
the
you go.
cleverness scale. I wonder if they looked for these particular notes or if they put these 2 together and went, boom, whoa.
Right? Maybe Doc came to him in a dream and said that these were the scents to use.
Weirder things have happened. And I love that this doesn't smell like an aftershave. It does not smell like a cologne. Look at my face, because I don't think Doc would have.
But even those early colognes, like 1135, like those ones were more floral forward.
Right.
So it's funny, our new sticker from Shave Trooper, who's also in Arizona, looks like this. And then the label for the soap today looks like this.
Jung would call that synchronicity. So it's pretty simple, y'all. After winning 12 straight hands of poker, you're going to wander over to the piano, begin playing a nocturne. Someone's going to come over and start a casual conversation with you in Latin, but just about the time your spidey sense goes off that one of your friends is in trouble and you need to be a huckleberry, you are going to get your own. So head over to their website at phoenixartisanaccoutrements.com, or even better, do it by way of the link in the description. It's an affiliate link, which lets them know that we sent you, and it gives us back a small percentage of the sale, which we'll probably spend on soap so we can make more episodes. It's at no cost to you, and we would be grateful. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Dapper Docs, and I realized in the time since we shot this episode, that fig tree that I mentioned where my family used to have picnics outside the ranch house was across the road from the lilac bushes. No wonder this hit me hard. Y'all, the lilac and fig just come together in a purple wonderland of amazingness that I rarely experience in this world, hence the masterpiece. And y'all, the lather itself, the base on these PAA soaps, is a masterpiece itself, among the absolute top of everything in our cabinet. It's the kind of base that knows you and feels extra good on your face when you're dragging that hot knife across it, y'all. Thank you, Douglas and Fran, for this. And I am excited a week from Saturday for our Doc Holiday. Welcome to Messages.
So for our April giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to First Line Shave.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to WeSentYou at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first May episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
So why are we not doing Dapper Doc for our Doc Holiday when we dock the halls next Saturday? Well, it's because PAA has 4 homages right now to Val Kilmer and Dapper Doc. This is the first one. This is a perennial. You can get it at any time right now from the PAA website. But the next 3, this coming Saturday, are going to be Tombstone Immaculate, a mashup of Dapper Doc and Tombstone. Hello, you get to smell Dapper Doc and the town. Holiday, which is a triple scent note soap. And Holiday Planet, a mashup of Holiday and Red Planet, which we have never smelled. So y'all, this is the very beginning of our homage to Tombstone, Val Kilmer, and Dapper Doc himself.
So grab your bandanas and cowboy hats and we'll see you on Saturday. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell more huckleberry just watching this.